Anti-dramatic.
This is like rotting.
What's that?
Oh.
Welcome, Yoga Basics. Have a seat. Probably up on something. And grab some blocks. Because you're going to go for your simple cross legs. But then, today, you're going to support your knees. So wherever that lands. That's a little awkward for me. You can even put them, yeah, on top of your feet even. You just want this section to be very supported. Find your equal sitting bones. Stack your shoulders over your hips. And close your eyes. And find your breath. Settle in. Begin to lengthen, to deepen your breath. And smooth out the transitions. And then if you want to move those, whatever you had supporting you, if you prefer to keep them, then keep them. We're just going to do a couple of breaths without, if you want. And then for today, we're going to exhale for 4 counts longer than the inhale. So establish your count. Maybe you're going for 6 today. And then the exhale is going to be a count of 10. It goes immediately into the next inhale. Exhale 10. Immediate inhale. Exhale 10. Immediate inhale. And let that return to your normal breath. Close your eyes. And just notice the effects of an extended exhale. And then flicker your eyes open. Switch the leg that's in the front. And again, go back to the blocks. Find your sitting. And we're going to do a few more rounds here. Same breath. You can, I never know if it's better for me to count with you or to let you do it on your own because we all have a different cadence, but I'll do my best to do the uphill 6, exhale 10. Exhale everything you got. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale 10. Inhale. Exhale 10. Inhale. Exhale 10. Inhale. Exhale 10. Inhale, remove the blocks. Exhale 10. Inhale. And exhale 10. And then return to your natural breath. Close your eyes if they're not already there. And just notice. And then flicker your eyes open. And remove the blocks for now. I'm certain we'll be using them again. And bring one leg forward, the sole of this other leg in. Inhale, grow really tall right here. Pressing this leg down. Pressing this leg down. This is practicing, when we do the strap on either side and this thing goes, we're practicing right here. Press through the heel, lengthen. And then bring this foot out to the side a little bit more so that your elbow can come to the inside. And same thing, pressing this down while this is open. And looking for the mound of the big toe. And then, on an inhale, grow really tall here. And exhale, come forward any amount in the in-between. You can reach for your heel or your foot if that's accessible, or just kind of reach forward. Keeping this foot grounded. Inhale, come on up. And switch sides. This leg extends. This leg comes in, and at first we're just pressing down here. Releasing at the hip. And then take this leg out to the side. Elbow comes to the inside. Same deal, pressing. And exhale, completely undo. Bring your legs out to either side. Your hands are going to come right kind of inside your knee. Inhale, lift and lengthen like we were doing cat-cows. Your feet are flexed, legs are active. Exhale, round, soften, chin to chest. So essentially, cat-cows here. Your hands can stay in front of your thighs, or you can reach behind. Either way. Exhales, round and soften. Inhales, lift and lengthen. When you get back to lifting and lengthening, then come to neutral. Grow tall again. Exhale, just turn so that your chest is over that front leg. Pressing this leg down. Inhale, bring it back to center. I meant exhale, sorry. Inhale, grow. Exhale, turn this way. This sitting bone's grinding down. This is pressing down. Inhale, center. Exhale, this way. Inhale, center. Exhale, this way. Inhale, center. Exhale, come forward. You can press your hands in to get lengthy in the spine. Inhale, come on back up to neutral. Blocks, grab your blocks. We do some lunging. So bring your right foot forward first. This is where I get myself into trouble on two different mats. Right foot forward. Check that. So when we're starting from the ground, you can get all the things squared away. Your knee is stacked right over your ankle. Back toes curl under. Inhale to lift. 5 breaths here. After your fifth exhale, bring your knee to the ground to switch sides. Get yourself all squared away, do all the checkings, and then on an inhale, lift yourself up. After the fifth exhale, bring your knee to the ground and switch sides. But this time, bring the blocks to the inside and your foot to the outside. And before we go up, the inhale, just track your knee forward, open your chest. And then if that dumps you all out to the side, you gotta rein that in so your hips are kind of squarish. And now shift your hips back. Start with your hands on the blocks as you curl your toes under. Inhale, lift to the lunge. Exhale, release that knee to the ground. Switch sides. First, we track forward. Knee comes forward, chest lift, broad across the collarbones. That old King Arthur back leg. And then you can curl your toes under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release that down. Switch back to the first leg, right leg forward. Same with the blocks on the inside. You can keep them at this height, or you may want to lower them one. We're going to come down to our forearm, so yeah, you might, you know you. Stack them. Inhale, straighten. I think I need to be lower today. And then exhale if you want to come down onto your forearms. And then the work still is squeezing into the midline and still spreading yourself apart. On your fifth exhale, settle that knee down and gently transition. Start with your hands there. Curl toe under. Inhale, lift. And then exhale if you want to come down onto your forearms. 5 breaths. Exhale, release that down. Inhale to come up. So I want to do another thing for this, the front hip flexor. Nancy, I'm trying to think of the best maneuver for you here. Well, you'll figure it out. You'll know how to get at what we're getting at. So that back hip, when we were just in the lunge, we're going to fully bend. I don't know if you guys can see this knee backwards in Virasana. And this leg is forward. Maybe this is the best. So I know, Nancy, your leg doesn't do this. Dave, your leg doesn't do this. And that's okay. You can be up on a couple of bolsters to get whatever flexion is possible. And then you can recline. So then I'm going to take the blocks, get my sitting bones squared away, keep moving them back, get tall, keep moving them back. And then I'm going to bring the sole of this foot to the floor. And you'll know where you, like some of us might just be right here or even here, and that's okay. Others may want to keep working down. And this might be okay. We'll take this slow because it's kind of a version of King Arthur. And after 3 breaths there, maybe you go to the next level. It's all about this leg. And then this foot, depends on how much pressure you get here, you can press in. It's kind of like the gas pedal. And then on an inhale, wherever you are, come all the way back up and very gently shake that out and switch to the other side. So step 1 is just figuring out what your knee allows you to do and how you can access the front of the hip. And we all going to be different there. Then you start coming back. This sole of the foot comes to the floor. Readjust my hips constantly. Maybe you keep going lower. Maybe you are exactly where you're meant to stay. And then we get 5 more breaths wherever you are. And on an inhale, begin to press yourself back up and gently release that. Wave. Hey, that's good. That's really good. Bring your heels in line. Kind of one heel, the other heel. Maybe a block or 2 in the front. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, come forward. I'm using the blocks today. And actually come forward with a wide arms. And let your head go. Press your sitting bones back down. Inhale, come all the way up. Switch the leg that's in the front. Line the heels up. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, come on up again. We're gonna move over to the chair and a strap. In fact, the strap, I think we won't sit in the chair yet. We'll sit in the chair second. Strap first. So come to stand. Start, like the strap is at shoulder width, and then go, so it's that much more than shoulder width. Find your equal standing. Inhale, just bring the strap up. So I keep my shoulders down and just letting the arms come up. And back as far as they comfortably can go. You can make your strap, grip wider if you need to. Bring it all the way down in front. Inhale, bring it up again. Exhale, brings it back any amount. Inhale up. Exhale all the way down. One more, up. Exhale back. Inhale up. And exhale all the way down. Remove your strap for a sec. And then inhale, bring your arms out either side. Palms face down at first. So palms face down. Look, like, check yourself out. You want your elbow creases facing forward, palms facing down, and shoulders down where it's comfy. And at first, let's see if I can get in the blue, just gonna take from my wrists, trying not to make anything else, turn my hands up and down. Just trying to do that from my wrist. Maybe something else moves a little, but I'm trying to stabilize the rest of the arm and just move from the wrist. Okay, now we're gonna move from the forearm. So you think about the radius and the ulna traveling on top of each other, but stay in the elbows. And then try to get as much of a range of motion as you can. Your pinkies can come all the way up. But this is just your forearms doing that thing that forearms can do because they have two bones that overlap. And kind of twist. Right now your shoulders are starting to fatigue. We've been here a minute. When you get back to neutral, palms face up, press yourself apart, pinky to pinky all the way. And now the movement's going to be from the shoulder all the way. As much as a healthy range of motion as you can muster, all the way down through the fingertips. Keep spreading them. 2 more. Up. And down. And up. And down. When you get back to neutral, palms face down. Bend at the elbows and just let this part dangle. Shake out your wrists. And then exhale, let it all come down. And then bounce it out, shake it out. Now the strap. I think in mobility class we did this thing where we were like passing the brick, but today we're going to just stay a little more static. So, like we were passing the brick, on the inhale, your right arm's going up, left arm's going down, and then stop right here. So you get space here, relax, relax. And then exhale, your top's gonna bend, and your bottom's gonna reach. Y'all, 18 years of yoga, and I'm still this far apart back there. I'm just saying, we aren't all supposed to be doing all the things. All our bodies and our injuries and our histories are so different. So my work here is to release, relax. Where can I let go? It's so tight and thick in the back of my shoulders and my upper back. I know that about myself, so I have to say, release, relax. I'm not going to get there by being stronger, I know. I got to get there by being softer. Next, exhale, gently undo by coming all the way back through the range of motion. And exhale down to neutral. Inhale up the other side. One goes up, other down. We're going to do 3 on either side. Well, we're going to do 2 and then save 1 for the end. Let go, release, relax. What is tight? What strength is not serving me? What can I do about it? Exhale, gently release. And switch again. Inhale, up and down. Exhale, down and up. Exhale, release. Last one on this side for now. And exhale, gently release. Do that same full range of motion with your arms down from the shoulder all the way forward and back. Gotta let the dog out again. And then shake it all out. Okay, now we'll have the seat. And blocks. Some of us are definitely, we haven't done this I don't even know if we've done this in 2025, so don't be surprised if you're limited. So we come to the very edge. Left foot comes to the midline. Right foot crosses all the way over and may press onto a block right here so that you can find some release here. If you can, this leg wraps all the way around and this foot squares up. Oh, same thing with those mats. Okay, so the right leg's on top. We inhale, sweep both arms out to either side. And exhale, just cross your left over your right and give yourself a big hug. Let your elbows stack. Keep your elbows stacked so you're pressing away from yourself. And then the next inhale, allow your elbows to go right past each other just a touch. And then, next inhale, the backs of your hands might come together, or potentially the fronts of your hands touch. Next inhale lifts those elbows up, chest presses through. 5 breaths. After the 5th exhale, allow your elbows to come down first, and then release your hands back into the hug. Bring your elbows back up. And then from here, next exhale, release your arms, and then your legs. Whatever you need to do in the middle, wiggle them out a little. And then we switch sides. Right foot. Left over and out. Maybe it's hanging onto a block here. Maybe. Ooh, I don't know. Oh yeah, we finally. Maybe it twists. So when you're twisting, you're all wiggity waggy and it crunches you up. The next step is getting your hips square and level, shoulders stacked. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, right over left. Just stack the elbows in a hug. The kind of hug that's like, you don't really want to give the person a hug. There's a lot of space in this hole. It's not a big bear hug. And then on an inhale, allow those elbows to go a little bit further. And then maybe the backs of your hands meet, or maybe the fronts. Anywhere you go, elbows come up. 5 breaths. Exhale, gently lower your elbows, and then your arms, and then your legs. Shift back into your chair so your thighs are supported, your sitting bones are in the far back. Grab the seat of the chair with your right hand. So you're pulling this shoulder down. Grow tall. Exhale, take your left hand and just press it to the ground as your left ear goes to the left shoulder. Inhale, bring that to center. Switch. Left's going to grab, right's going to extend all the way down. Inhale, bring it back up to neutral. Exhale, release. So now your sitting bones are going somewhere in between, like not off the front of the chair, not all the way to the back. We're going to do some twisting with the chair. See if you can't keep your feet where they are. Like establish where you want them to be, square and steady and right under your knees. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, reach for the back of the chair, and your other hand's going to come to the outside knee. So keep steadiness and sturdiness in your legs as you exhale and twist. So you just check, like, did one knee go further than the other? Are my feet the same? How can I keep that, the structure of that? And finally, your exhale is going to go, your gaze over your back shoulder. Exhale your gaze over your inside shoulder. Exhale, completely undo. Inhale, grow tall here. Exhale, other way. Check back with your legs. Did one pop out? And eventually bring your gaze over your back shoulder. Exhale your gaze over your inside shoulder. And exhale, completely undo. Come on up to stand. How can I show you? You're going to take your foot to the inside diagonal of the chair. And your hands to the back of the chair. And you're just going to take your knee and let it come forward. So from the front, this is different than when we do pigeon. The knees kind of center. If we were doing pigeon, we'd have it out to the side here. So just getting that motion, because we're going to take that to the floor in a second. And then switch. Your foot comes to the diagonal here. And then I'm just going to press and track forward. All right, you can release the chair and come on down to have a seat. Straps still handy. Gomukhasana. I think it was just like a week ago or 2 weeks ago we did Agni Stambhasana, logs of fire. This is in the family but different. So I'm going to start with my right knee on the ground, on the bottom. And this foot is out to the side. And then I'm going to do my best to stack my knees on top of each other. There's another thing, 18 years in, there are times when I'm really consistent with it that I can get there, but whoo-wee. So for me, I got to make a lot of space in the back to get both sitting bones down. There's a lot of space here. Sometimes I can use a block. I don't even think that's going to be helpful today. And I just have to say, release, leg. Oh, let go, let go. And in the meantime, I'm going to sweep my arms up to either side. Exhale, right comes up, left comes down. And I can either reach for them or I can use my handy strap. And then I try to get as comfortable as I can with this discomfort as I can manage and muster. But there's no ego attached to it, no judgment, just what my body's doing today. And then exhale, gently undo your arms and then your legs. We're going to do 2 because that was a very bad wet pancake. We're going to do 2 on either side. So however you need to square yourself up for this first one, you can be right here, and that's okay. You can just have your foot here, like sometimes we do our twists from here. That's okay. Ultimately, we're trying to stack the knees and get both sitting bones on the ground. I'm going to use the strap again. Inhale your arms up. Exhale as you reach. Prayatna Shatulyananta Samapatibhyam. The intensity never ends. So relax, let go, release, surrender. Don't work so hard. There's no prize. There's no finish line. The intensity never ends. There's always an edge. Exhale, gently release your arms and then your legs. And we'll go back for one more on either side. Take whatever version is landing for you today. I can't even get back on this side. Ugh. And use your strap. Holy moly. Exhale, gently release. Go back to the other side. Right there are just some things that you should incorporate more. Although you shouldn't should on yourself. I avoid them, I guess, for a reason, clearly. Inhale. Raise your arms up and exhale to set yourself up on this side. See, this sitting bone is so sky high, I gotta press it down. And then I gotta pretend I'm happy here until I am. I at least can soothe my breath, despite the constriction, despite the tension and the congestion and the real stickiness. I can bring my nervous system into a chill state. Exhale, release your arms, and very gently your legs. You can bring both feet out, soles of the feet to the floor. And then grab for the inside ankle and just slide your feet in where your whole foot's in contact with the floor. And then press yourself through any amount. It's like a seated happy baby. We're about to do happy baby on our backs too. In here, you're pressing them down to the big toe. Exhale. Release that and come on down to your back. And we will be doing happy baby. One at a time and then both. So on an inhale, raise your right leg up. Exhale, bend it. Grab for the outside edge and let that track near your rib. You can extend the left leg out. One more breath here. And then on an inhale, slide the left sole of the foot to the floor. Release the right, and then we'll switch. After your fifth exhale, bring the right foot up, grab the outside edge, full happy baby. After your fifth exhale, release your feet, soles of the feet to the floor, and then exhale, windshield wipers over to the right. Inhale, center, and exhale, left. Continue those on your own breath. And you can do them as big or as little or as fast or as slow as you want. We did a lot of hip stuff today. But we're not done yet. There's more. If you have your block handy, I'll go grab it. Soles of the feet come in towards your hips. Inhale, lift your hips up so you can place the block on your sacrum. Then return the soles of your feet to the floor. And then walk your arms under. So maybe you can interlace your fingers on the far side of the block or somewhere near it so you're, really broad in the collarbone. And then on an inhale, straighten your right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, bend that knee and release. Inhale up the other side. Exhale, release. Inhale to raise both legs up to the ceiling. Barbie toes. And on an exhale, bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet back onto your tippy toes, lift up to remove the block, and roll yourself all the way back down. Bring your hands to your knees, pedal them out. Rock and roll, whatever you would like to do. Then inhale, make yourself a tight ball. Exhale, completely extend, flop. Be heavy, heavy, heavy. Relax your jaw, wiggle it. Let your eyeballs sink deep into the sockets. Deepen and lengthen. A little mobility, gently reawakening. Ultimately rolling off to the side and take the pause to thank yourself. And as you're ready, press up so you can finish together. Get rid of everything you got. Inhale, fills. Exhale, sigh. And again. Through your mouth. And one more time. Through your nose as you bow your head to your heart. And thanks yourself for showing up for your mind and your body, and particularly your hips today. And know that the light in me honors and values and appreciates the same light in each of you. Namaste.